Greeting fellow modelers. Today we're going to be looking at putting in the main landing gear and tail wheel. Also do some touch-up detailing with painting and building a fuel tank. It's all good here, so buckle in and let's begin. So finally, this is how I basically put the wheel in to the engine nacelle. You just slot it into place and a bit of super glue to hold it there, and we should be good. Nice. Make sure you check the alignment and make sure the gears are slightly, few degrees canted outwards. For the tail wheel, it's just a simple construction, but for the strut, I use again a toothpick where I whittle it down to a smaller diameter. This now I will then cut and put in the tail section, which I use my X-Acto knife to make a small hole, a little bit of super glue, and magic. Make sure it's properly aligned, and now she's on her feet. So it's way too small for me to be making the engine exhaust at this scale. So I took simple bond sheet, folded it around a toothpick, and then keep rotating that bond sheet until it got smaller. Made 2 of them, and now pay attention here. You notice the exhaust on the inside are bent down while the exhaust on the outside is up. And there you see it up on the outside. And now we're going to be doing the internal ones that faces the fuselage, and we're going to make them. Oh, by the way, if you haven't, please consider subscribing. I'd love to grow this channel tremendously. I really have big hopes, big dreams for the channel as I keep improving. And thanks so far for those of you who have done this. Leave a comment, let me know how I could improve, and leave a like if you like what you've seen so far. Thanks. Here you see how I bent the paper that we form at an angle, and then we just super glue them in place. Pretty neat. So let's do the air intake. So I have installed one before, and now we're going to make the other one. We cut out the radiator, and I put a little extra piece of cutout because what I'm going to do is fold it back into the engine. So it's just a minor modification. We cut out the pan. Fold the edges. And then we're going to glue the radiator panel into place. Those tabs that you see I made on it, this is what I will insert into the nacelle, and that will hold it in place while we super glue. There you go. And we use our trusted toothpick to spread the glue around. Nice. And now we touch up our intake. We then make it worn and used, and I found using a cotton Q-tip It really helps to spread the paint and make it look more realistic. And then I use like burnt umber, earth tones. We put it in place, and then we use the cotton Q-tip to spread it around. We build up the layers, and there you go. Beautiful. So let's build ourselves some auxiliary wing fuel tank. When we cut the parts out, we use our toothpick to roll the parts. So this way we achieve a smooth looking tank. By the way, I can also be found on Instagram. I really meant to say that, so you can check out. It's probably a bit more frequently updated. And here we cut out the joint strips. And then we roll the fuel tank sections. We put the joint strips in. Pay attention carefully to how I do the tip. You see, I roll two ways, not only longitudinally, but also for the curve of the front of the fuel tank. Then a bit of tacky glue, and we join them using a flat beak tweezer. It works pretty well in a situation like this. And then pretty much this is how we will then join the other rest of segments for it. Again, from all my videos, I keep saying, to do paper modeling, invest in a great set of tweezers. Go to any beauty shop, any electronics store, go to your general pharmacy, and just pick up a myriad of tweezers that you'll find. You'll find some great tweezers to get your work done. And there you have it, a beautiful wing tank, which you can now install. And of course, let's put on our cap. Great. So the fuel tank attachment, it's really small. So what I do is to carefully cut out what it is and carefully install them onto the wing point, which you will see marked with 4 dots. Super glue them in position, and then we mount the tank. There's the 4 dots. Pay attention to which way they should be installed. Well, that will be it for this video. I hope you stay tuned as we try to complete it in another 2 episodes. So until then, my friends, take care, walk good, and if you like what you have seen so far, please consider leaving a like and perhaps subscribe to the channel. I really do dream one day of providing models like this and tutorials like this to as much people as possible, because it's a great hobby. So until then, my friends, take care and one love.